Well, come here. Uh, uh, I was going to write something down, but what I wanted to talk about today is language. The history of language, the reverberation of frequency sound. Like we go to school to learn how to speak in different tonalities, in different um, grammatically, grammatically, grammar. I'm not sure how you say it. Um, you learn grammar, tonality, um, word phonics, sound phonics, vowels. So I understand how some YouTubers might take it as an offense when you kind of sound similar to what they sound like. And sometimes sounding too familiar to someone or something like a corporation, things like that. It may seem a bit off putting because, in a way, it's almost like you're mimicking um, the reverberation of different frequency tonalities that other people use to describe their experience or a description of their own projection in terms of speaking and having their own way of articulating words. But I don't see why that would be a problem or an issue with people when in school we're taught to speak and to uh, make coherent uh, articulated arguments or um, statements about things. So many people might feel disrespected or may feel that you're being disingenuous because sometimes when people speak, it has an aggregate of different branches of ways that you can say things. So, speaking coherently and maybe articulating words in certain ways um, could be seen as some sort of copyright or plagiaristic issue. But we're taught language to speak it a certain way. And the way you pick up your accent or the tonality in which you put words together or construct sentences or paragraphs, um, sometimes that has to be carefully, meticulously created so that you don't have these issues. It's like you monopolize words and language, or you corporatize language so that you can't plagiarize certain people's tonalities or certain people's way of articulating themselves or expressing themselves with words. And for example, you can hear the iconic um, tonality in certain entertainment facilitating the facilitation of words that empires use or corporations use for the entertainment that they make, or even if it's not entertainment, for the acknowledgement of an academically prosperous, articulated um, way of putting words so that they can use them to make money. And maybe the way that I say things could be somewhat categorized in that manner of like copyright or plagiarism. But how else am I supposed to put words together? How else am I supposed to put words together so that it can be digestible for the audience? You know? I mean, most of the videos that I've made are scripted, meaning that I had to go through a process of elimination between what I deem fit to be something that I want to share with you, because it might be something that's life threatening. And maybe that's the only way that I can document the progression of my day, or what my day consists of, or what my day is like. You know, so it is true that my past previous videos, whether I'm saying something or not, the reason that I made those videos, some of them are scripted, was to highlight the things that I have gone through or go through throughout my day. And sorry. And for you, you see the video and you watch it and you're like, that's a cool video. That's a cool video and I like it. Or maybe you say it's not a cool video, I don't like it. But the reasoning behind why I made the upload is not congruent to how the video makes you feel. If the video makes you feel a certain way, that's great. You know, if it makes you like it, if it keeps you entertained in a way, then that's good, because it means you'll either subscribe in the future, you'll subscribe then and there, or you'll watch it, or you'll go through other videos that I've uploaded and you'll watch those. But most of my uploads were scripted in terms of what I've seen in my community, or when I go out, like to the grocery store or to buy something necessary. And it does feel real. I mean, it is real in a sense that it's me. You're watching me on the video, you know. But it's not real in the sense of you trying to break down what it means, or you might feel like your projection or emotional state of the judgment on a certain video that I make is very objectified. Because your assumption is that either it's funny or it's serious or it's educational. Your assumption is that that video is what it means to you. But you never ask me if that video has a deeper meaning, or maybe it's scripted. And from your point of view, it seems like uh, pretty straightforward, because there is no editing. There is no. I'm not juggling or painting my face or doing all these extra things to promote my videos. I mean, most of my videos are pretty straightforward, but you can't really trust what you see on the video, even if it seems like it's not scripted, like it's just improv or unscripted. Um, because that can be bad in terms of analytics, like analyzing details of what it might mean or what it does mean. And yeah, you know, it's it's something to think about. That's why I wanted to make this video, because you can get in a lot of trouble for articulating words in a certain way. I mean, you can write words, put words together a certain way that adds up to something that someone else had said before, even if you have no prior knowledge that that's what that person said. You can easily be blamed for plagiarism because you've said something a certain way, certain tonality, and you've articulated your words a certain way, when in fact, most of the way that people say things are corporatized to either sell you a product or they themselves have articulated their words to make that part of their life corporatize to make money. But for me, I don't really see it that way. Mainly because I don't try to corporatize the way that I speak. Like right now, this video is unscripted, and the way that I'm articulating my words or trying to articulate the way that I say things is very hard for me because any grammatical tonality could be taken, can be mistaken actually for something different, for something that I don't uh, really have control over. So, how do you know when you're plagiarizing the way someone articulates their vocal tonality? It's hard. It's a fine line between plagiarism and improv and genuine construction of articulate words or articulated words. And there's no way to know, you know, because all words that we speak are similar. All words that we say, all tonalities that we use is is similar to other ways that people say things. Oh. You know, you use words to describe things. You use words to express how you feel. And if that gets taken away, then what's the point in learning anything? What's the point in learning language? What's the point in what's the point in educating yourself to try to articulate words so that you can use them to educate yourself further and achieve higher intelligence? When certain tonalities of ways to describe something or express yourself have been corporatized, you know? And yeah, that's pretty much what I wanted to share with you. You know, I didn't. I didn't. I wasn't going to make this video. I was going to talk about something different, but it was brought to my attention earlier, so you know, here I am. But different accents that sound similar, that's just how it is, you know. Different people have different ways of expressing themselves, and for other people it's just easier to corporatize the way they construct their sentences and words and the different ways that they articulate themselves. I mean, you shouldn't be afraid to say what you'd like to say, but people are just very much filled with greed. And if they can find a way to monetize this persona, this online persona, then they'll do it and they'll prevent others from articulating in the same way, even if it benefits certain individuals for longevity in terms of learning and retaining information. Because what if a small kid watches a YouTube video and it's so inspirational to him or her that they wish to embody the way that you speak or the way that you articulate yourself with words. What if that person is the inspiration to something greater and it helps them advance their capacity to learn new things? And maybe that person becomes someone great in life, someone that creates innovation and progression in terms of a socially ecological world, in terms of economics. But they don't think like that. They don't they don't care about that. I mean, why should they, right? Why should I care about someone who, why should I care about someone who talks or acts like me? You know, why should I care that someone learns how to articulate themselves better by observing me or digesting what I say, the way that I articulate words? For them, it's just a job. It's like I'm doing a job, and that's all it is. It's just a job. For them, that's all it is. It's just a job, and that's it. You know. But for other people, it could be the way that they learn things much easier. You know. So sorry about that. It's getting really hot. Feels so hot in here. But that's just one of many explanations on why it is that people do that. You know, I mean, we learn how to speak from our teachers. So that does that mean that we plagiarize the way that our teacher teaches us language? Probably not. You know, would it be okay to say that you, because someone taught you how to speak in language, then does that mean that you're plagiarizing your teacher that taught you how to speak a language? You know, I mean, you can't because it's someone that was teaching you. Now, if you take the teacher's persona, maybe you could be blamed for plagiarism or a copyright, you know. But what is the right way to speak? We all sound so similar to one another. It's hard to distinguish. You know, you might find some people that can uniquely articulate themselves in a certain way. But you're still speaking a language and it's not different from any other language, how any other language is structured. I feel like this is a safe topic that I can speak about because it's not something that someone else has said. I mean, there are people who have made videos about this topic, but I feel that it's the safest topic to talk about because it's about language and tonalities and articulation of those tonalities and descriptions and the way you construct words. If I speak about any other topic that someone has already talked about previously, then people would say, "Oh, look, he's plagiarizing," or "Oh, look, he's copying this person." Maybe they don't sound similar, but they're making similar argument points. And that's why I chose this topic today. Because we all sound so similar, but we want to think that the way we construct and articulate our words are our own and they're unique, and no one else could articulate the way that others do. But that's it for today. I just wanted to share that with you. You know, I feel that this topic was probably the most safest to talk about, because even if you take away from this and say, oh, look, he's copying the tonality, reverberation, grammar, and accent, and the way he constructs articulated words sound like this person, or it sounds like that person, it sounds like this. I can absolve myself from the responsibility to say that I sound like someone, or to have someone say, or to react to this video and say that I sound like someone else. Because it's a topic about language, and in order for me to describe in very detailed description of what I'm trying to articulate in this video, I have to speak. I have to make words. I have to construct sentences. So even if you try to take away from what I say today, to try to turn it against me somehow, or to say this and that, to say X, Y, and Z, it's really useless for this video. Because what I'm doing with this video is I'm describing something that is a topic of discussion that has nothing to do with plagiarism or a copyright infringement. Because what I'm doing here is I'm describing something in order for you to digest it so that we both benefit from what I'm saying. Not for you to just take away from this and use it to push your own agenda. I mean, you can do that. You you can do whatever you want, that's your life. But that's why I'm saying now that this video is for the purpose of describing a very important topic rather than to inform you in a certain articulated manner. So, yeah. That's all I wanted to share with you. I didn't really want to make this video long so that you'll still reach the end of this video and maybe you would want to click on the next video that I make. But that's all I wanted to talk about today. I'm not really here to tell you how you should or shouldn't articulate your words. I'm just here to describe what I'm going through right now and what's being said about me. So, yeah. But until next time, you know, and I hope you have a safe rest of your day. That's all I want to say. Not much. I feel that if I change the topic to something else, it's going to be analytical for the audience when I say something. Which is why I don't really want to say much, because if I articulate myself enough with words, people are going to say, oh, look, he sounds like this person, or he sounds like that person, or this, and that, and this. So take that as you will. Take that information and do with it what you will. But, yeah. Let me know what type of video you'd like to see next. And maybe I'll be able to do a video where I can have in detailed description of that topic without having people pass judgment on my ability to articulate phonetically in different ways. So, good night, everyone, and stay safe. I thank you all for joining, and make sure to subscribe and share so that I can keep making videos like these. You know, and if you want to see me do another video that's like for entertainment or something, or like maybe opening something, then let me know as well. That way I can make a video to for entertainment or to showcase something. So yeah, just let me know, and I'll try my best to see if I can edit a video, or if I can hire like a cameraman or a crew to help me make more videos that are a bit more entertaining than what I'm doing now. I know sometimes my videos can get boring because I'm not, juggling like a clown in a circus to provide entertainment for you. But in the future, I'll be maybe open to create videos like that. Maybe not in that manner, but similar in terms of entertainment. So yeah, I thank you for joining, and I will see you next time. Hopefully, you know, things go as planned in in terms of economic stability for myself. So good night, everyone. Thank you for joining. And yeah, until next time, you know. Until next time, and hopefully join me as well. Hopefully join me next time. Or don't. Doesn't matter. I'm still gonna make videos.